Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Quarantine Content with your host, that guy Danny. I'm pretty sure for a lot of people, 2020 was supposed to be the year of bettering ourselves, the year of changing our lives. But we all know that that's not the case. This year hasn't quite started as well as we would like. We almost had World War III, Australia had some crazy fires, and a lot of high-figure people have passed away. We've been through a lot. Now, at the end of March, we are currently in another situation, the coronavirus pandemic. Now, I'm not gonna dive too much into this virus right now, but it's a virus. Apart from the hygienic practices we know and love, like washing our hands and covering our mouth, many officials from credible sources like the WHO and the CDC have urged us to practice something called social distancing. How can we be social yet distant at the same time? Social distancing is the process or act of reducing close contact between people in order to slow or stop the spread of the disease. We have already been experiencing some form of social distancing right now. In an ideal world, everyone would be able to stay home, close their doors shut, and never come out. But we all know we don't live in an ideal world. Some of us do have to take public transit or have to leave our house for some reason. In this video, I'm going to be showing you some ways that you can practice or maintain social distancing even when life forces you out of it. Let's go.
Ready? Okay, during these times, it might not be possible for you to go to the gym. But when you want to work out, opt for a home exercise workout regimen. That means do calisthenic exercises, such as push-ups, tricep dips, squats, wall sits, crunches. Get the 5 major body groups. And that will allow you to stay away from the gym that might oftentimes be a breeding ground for germs and possibly coronavirus. It's quite possible that there are still gyms that are open during this time. So if you're somebody who just is beyond calisthenics, you can go to the gym, but try to avoid peak hours when there might be a lot of people and the equipment is being handled heavily by a lot of individuals. So what you want to do is carry with you some disinfectant wipes if your gym doesn't already have. Or after you finish handling your equipment, just carry a little hand sanitizer, apply it, use it, and carry on. That way you will avoid carrying any germs back with you home. What you also want to do is to shower immediately after you come from the gym. That way you'll clean your body, you clean your skin completely of all the germs that you might have harbored with you from the gym or wherever you may exercise, may it be in a park or wherever it may be. When you have kids, don't exaggerate or don't panic. Explain to them in an age-appropriate manner what is happening and what is occurring with the world. This is a time of pandemic. Children can be scared easily because they may not understand exactly what's happening. So try to explain to them what's happening. Demonstrate good habits to your children. A 5-year-old will learn how to wash their hands if they see you washing your hands constantly, because they would want to emulate what it is that their parents are doing. Oh, yeah. Also, teach them to sneeze and cough into their elbows, in their shirts, or away from people. Get creative with playdates. As you're going to be inside for the duration of the isolation, you want to have children entertained. You want to give them something creative and fun to do. That way they don't get bored easily and they won't get, what?
Unstimulated? Destimulated?
Destimulated? Give children things to do that are fun and creative and things that children love to do. Coloring, drawing, story time, anything really. This will stimulate them. This will allow for them to have a proper development. If children are feeling lonely, you can allow them to use video chats and FaceTime, Skype, whatever it may be, WhatsApp video, to talk with their friends so that they can continue to be social.
Hey guys, so just some quick pointers on how to maintain social distancing in these troubling times. I want to talk about if we're hungry. Simple stuff to make sure you keep your distance and protect yourself. First thing off, please cook your own food. It's cheaper, it's easier, and it's the safest way to guarantee that you do not contaminate your food. If you can't do that, have your food delivered. You can decontaminate the packages when you get there. You can maintain a safe distance from the delivery guys, and if you start paranoid, you can reheat it, you can wash it, you can do many things with it to really keep it safe. And lastly, if it exists in your country, I don't know, you can use self-checking out services, so that way you don't have to interact with many people. You just get your food, you take it in the cart, you swipe, you leave. And wherever you're storing your food products, make sure it's disinfected, make sure it's safe, make sure it's clean, so that your food don't build up any other germs or anything that would make you sick. In the event that you are sick, please just stay away from people, self-isolate yourself, stay indoors, you know. And if you do need to go outside, use a mask, protect yourself. If you can't get an industrially made mask, or when I say industrial, or like a fabricated mask like one of these, make yourself one. It's not that hard. And in the event that you can't get one of these two, because maybe you don't have a seamstress, or there isn't a place near to you where you can buy this, just wear a bandana, man. Like, just cover your face. It ain't that hard. Don't expose yourself unnecessarily, okay? Be safe. This is step one, and this is for if you're sick, and just for even if you're not, it's a preventative measure. Lastly, in the event that you are feeling any symptoms whatsoever, dizziness, shortness of breath, your head hurts, call an ambulance, get yourself checked out, find your nearest hospital station or clinic and get yourself checked. They'll take you, they have the materials, they have the gas mask and everything you need to protect you and treat you. It is so much better for the ambulance to pick you up, because if you travel on a public transport, not only are you risking others, but should your symptoms also become worse, the last thing you want to do is be passing out inside of a metro. So bye guys.
What's up? So what if you are forced to take public transport, or long flights, or long bus or train rides? What should you do? First thing you should do is try to stagger your commute times. It means trying to go during hours of the day where not much people, take the bus or, the train. Spreading it out even by a small amount will help reduce the risk of spreading the virus. Also, avoid surfaces. Avoid touching poles, handles, right? According to studies, the virus is able to survive on hard surfaces for a couple of days. You can even wear gloves and other makeshift barriers to try to protect yourself. Make sure to remove them once you get back indoors. Make sure to monitor the coronavirus statistics in your area, because that's the only way that you'll know if the risk is too high, and thus avoid traveling at all. The information is always changing rapidly. You should always try to stay at least 6 feet or more away from people. That's the recommended amount. Although it might be kind of hard if you are waiting in line to get your seat, or there's a crowd of people trying to enter. But one way to mitigate that is to ask around to see who's the last person, and then just wait until they go so that you can go afterwards. Another thing you should be doing is making sure you wear a makeshift mask, right, for peace of mind. There is contradicting information on whether masks will actually reduce a healthy person's risk of catching coronavirus, but honestly, in my opinion, the extra protection doesn't hurt. Just try not to fidget with the mask while you have it on, as you'll break the #1 rule of COVID-19 protection, which is not to touch your face. And let's say you went on the bus, you reach a destination. Make sure you take a shower when you arrive. A shower or bath with warm soap and water is a very effective way in deactivating the virus. So do that before you interact with people, or before you lounge too long in a certain area. Also, avoid re-wearing the travel clothes. Make sure you take it and wash it. Another situation that you might find yourself in is when you just have to leave the house and come back, which could either be for errands, for work. One of the things you can do is try to run your errands together, and of course during off-peak hours as well, because you want to minimize the number of trips you take and stay isolated and protected as long as possible in your home. Also, don't mix outside and inside clothes. Every time you get home, you should change into new clothes and wash your old clothes and shoes as soon as possible, ideally. You could also take the clothes out and disinfect them in the sun. If you can do it, to dedicate a certain area of your house as kind of a dedicated re-entry zone, where it will be the entrance to your home and it will be the place where you disinfect everything before you enter the other parts of your home. Disinfecting your packages is very important, and not only important, but it's also useful for humans as well. And of course, take a shower after every outing. Children have a tendency to touch their faces, so bathe them in soap and water, and if time is of the essence, at least wash their face and hands. What is up, guys? So I just showered, I have my mask on as you can see, and basically I'm going beyond the wall to try to do some errands. But hopefully you enjoyed the video. I know it's a bit of a long one, but hope you enjoyed the video and got something from it and apply it to your everyday life. I know this pandemic has affected us in so many ways. It has altered the fabric of our daily lives, but I believe we can, you know, get through this together, you know. So stay home, practice social distancing, don't discriminate against Asians, and yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Peace.